Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to play with the new YSL mini clutches. As you can see, probably I already wear one of them on the eyes, the green one that everyone is expecting to be released. I do love all of them. I did realize makeup looks, swatches in comparison, so if you want to see all of that, please keep on watching. I was thinking to group them two by two, but then I say that I will make a complete makeup look with all fall. Meaning I'll do a makeup look with this one eye, the other will be filmed for short, and I will come back at the end with mascara also for you to see the entire look. I think in this way you can actually see exactly how the eyeshadow look with the entire makeup. So the first eyeshadow that I'm going to apply, it is 730. It is called Sunrise Safari, and I'm going to take this shade from here. These are very creamy, very buttery when you apply. So I do like very much the formula. I'm a huge fan of the formula actually. So yeah, I'm applying this all over the lid. It will be very simple looks and very fast looks, so everyone can actually achieve this. Take the deeper shade with the same brush and I will just blend it. If you want, can be a one and done even matte eyeshadow. As always, they blend really beautiful. To be honest, I never had problem with them. So yeah, I will take this shade with my finger. This is how it looks, and I'll be applying this all over the lid. Usually there is one more like shimmery kind of shade or glittery, and one which is more satin or metallic depending on the palette. So I will apply this to the inner corner. This is more like sparkling, in a way more glittery. I'm applying this to the inner corner and then dragging a little bit also under. And if you want, you can also go a little bit here in the center. And this will give you the most sparkling kind of makeup look. So I will do the other eye for short, and I will come back with mascara for to see the whole makeup look, let's say. And this is the first palette, 730 Sunrise Safari. It is a beautiful kind of pinkish palette, let's say pinkish color story with a little bit of silvery, like champagne silver, this one glitter. It is really beautiful. I think this is for like every day, or if you want just a pop of color. It is really nice. I do like it. They blend it really well on the eyes. You do have a little bit, or I had a little bit of fallout just because I take it with a finger, but even with a brush. But probably if you use some kind of glitter glue, you will have minimum, but anyway it is very like less in a way. So this is the first one. In terms of color story, this probably it will be the least favorite, let's say, just in terms of color story, just because I don't actually use this kind of color story on me. But other than that, I do like how the formula and everything applies to the eyes. So I did apply a little bit of mascara, this one from Dior Over Volume. I do have a video, I will link it up if you want to see it applying and how it looks. But I do like very much this mascara. I did wear it I think 2 days ago, full day in wind and sun, and at the end of the day it looked amazing. It didn't budge, it didn't smudge. So I do like it, and it gives a lot of volume for my lashes. So this is what I'm wearing on the lashes, and this is the makeup look. I mean, there are like multiple stories with YSL mini clutches. You don't have to buy all of them. You have to just find a color story that you actually love and like, and you know you are going to use it. Just because these are on expensive side, let's say, and for eyeshadows, and if you buy a color story that you'll never touch, or if you buy it just for one eyeshadow, then I think, in my opinion, it is a little waste of money, let's say. So yeah, this was the first one, 7:30. I'll remove everything and we are moving on to the next one. We are moving next to 8:20. This is called Majestic Riad, and this is a beautiful kind of autumny palette, in my opinion. It has a beautiful like ruby in here, then maroon, really pretty, like chestnut. We have a pink kind of glittery shade, and then a more lighter one. I will try to keep the same kind of format, so I will take the lighter shade from here, and I'm going to apply that all over the lid. Now these lighter shades can be just to even the lid, to give like a even color, or for like blending transition kind of shade. You don't have to use all the colors, but I want to apply them and see how they blend and how they look on my lid. Now take into consideration that I'm a little bit tan now, so yeah. Next I'm going to take this, I said before it is a brown chestnut, but it's more like a red burgundy kind of red. So I will take it with the same brush and I'm just going to apply it here to out of corner. So if you like this kind of colors, if you know this is something that you will wear, especially during like a winter, autumn time, this is like very nice. And this one, it's actually a little bit different than others that we have. Next I'm going to take the ruby kind of shade, the red one. This is really pretty and it's more like a metallic, and I'm just going to apply it. It's really pretty. This is more like festive kind of shade. It's not for everyday kind of use. It can be if you like this kind of color to wear. I'm just going to take that brush and blend it again, apply a little bit more of that intense red. And next I'm going to take this pinky champagne kind of shade. This is really pretty, and I'll apply that to the inner corner. Okay, this is very nice. So if you like this kind of ruby kind of pinkish a little bit, and I mean you can apply this sparkle also on the middle, in the middle. So this is the makeup look. Definitely I do like it. One thing that the more I do makeup looks and remove them, my eyes are sensitive and they will start to cry, so here it will look a little bit patchy. My eyes will be a little bit watery, but other than that I do like them. I think this is a very pretty kind of burgundy red, ruby festive party eyeshadow palette. I do like this one. I think it's kind of unique among the other YSL mini clutches, and I don't think I have something similar like this shade especially in my collection. I'll try to see maybe in Patmograph something similar, but I will see. I think next week probably it will be more comparison with this. But tell me in the comments if you want them to compare with other brands and which exactly eyeshadow palette you want to see, or which eyeshadow from here we want to see with the eyeshadow from other brands. So I know exactly what to give you, let's say. But yeah, I'll do the other eye and come back for the final look. And this is the final makeup look with 820 Majestic Riad. Definitely this is a ruby to have in your house. This is more for a night out, an event, something that you want to be glam, elegant. I don't know. It is something about this color that I love and like very much. You do have to build it up. It's not one swipe full pigment to say. I did apply it 3-4 times until I get the payoff that I want. Somehow it doesn't transfer that well with the finger. I'll try to transfer it with a brush and also with some glitter glue or something to stick better. But other than that, I do like very much this color story. When I saw it, I knew that the green one and this one, it will be my favorite, but probably also the neutral one, which everyone craves about. I think that also, I think it will be like something that you want to have for like an everyday kind of look. So this is 820. I do like it, and I do believe that if you have like green eyes, this will like pop, make your eyes pop even bigger. And I do think this will show on deeper skin tones also, just because of the color story. But yeah, definitely I love this one. So I will be removing this beautiful makeup look and we are moving on to the next one. Next we are moving to the 720. This is called Captivating Dunes, and I think this one also, it will be a favorite. I will see how this look. This can be for an everyday kind of use, and then you can make a smoky, just because it has that kind of brown with a little bit of dark gray in it. So this is more like cool tone neutral, I will say. Be applying in the same kind of manner as all as the others. So I will start with this, the first shade, which is matte. From what I've seen, the mini clutches from this release are like 2 mattes, and then we have one more satin or metallic, and then one more glittery. In the previous one, sometimes we used to have like even 3 mattes and only 1 sparkle. But yeah, so this is the light, this shade. It's almost like my perfect lid color now that I'm more tan. So if you are a deeper skin tone, I think this it will be even lighter for you, so it will brighten your eyes a little bit. I will take it with the same brush. I will take this shade from here, which is a dark brown gray kind of thing. And what I like about these eyeshadows is that you can build them up and not have straight full pigment. And yeah, definitely this can be the perfect kind of everyday palette. And I'm going to take this one, which is more like a grayish. This is how it looks, and I'm going to, okay, this is also more like a satin kind of metallic shade, and you do have to apply at least 2 layers in order to get the opacity, or me to get the opacity that I want. And I do have fallout with this one whenever I took it with a finger, just because I tend to take too much, I will have fallout. This is beautiful. Now I'm looking in a mirror, and this is the perfect grayish cool tone kind of palette. I do like it very much. I'm going to take the glittery kind of champagne shade from here, and I'm going to apply it. Okay, this is stunning. Definitely this can be for a full glam if you want to have like a more neutral cool tone kind of makeup look with an eyeliner or a black kind of pencil, or you can use even a brown gray kind of pencil, smudge it and then apply this shade. I think it will pop up really nice, or this one also over the lid. I will play more next week, just because Today I just had a little bit free day and I wanted to make makeup looks, but definitely with this one I want to play more and see how I can use that glittery kind of shade. But yeah, I will do the other eye and I'll come back with the final look. And this is the final makeup look with 720 captivating dunes. Definitely this is a captivating makeup look. I do like it very much. I don't often do gray kind of eyeshadows look, but maybe I should do it often, especially now that I'm more tan. I think somehow it suits me more. So if you are like light medium or medium, I think this one, it will pop up really nice on your eyes. But yeah, definitely this has to be, I know, among the favorites, but I think I do prefer more the ruby kind of thing because I do like it more on me. But this can be used also for everyday kind of use, or just for like more glam makeup looks. But yeah, definitely this is a vibe. I do like it very much, and especially this sparkling in here, the champagne one. It looks really beautiful to the inner corner. So yeah, this is 720, and of course I leave the green one for the last makeup look just because I want to remain and do some other shorts with it. But yeah, I will remove this makeup look and we'll be back finally to use this one. So I'm back, and the last one, it is 830 Unexplored Garden from online, from Swatches. I believe this one, it is a little bit darker, and this green from here, it looked darker in some photos online, but in real life this is, I think, a wearable kind of eyeshadow palette. And yes, we do have a transition. We have a green. Of course, if you like green color story, then this is for you. If you don't like, and if you don't use greens on your eyes, then this is definitely not for you. So I will start by applying this. This is just to even the eyelids, let's say. Some of these transition shades are my color of the lid, but better, in a way. You don't have to use them, but I do want to use everything, and sometimes this is nice because you have a even color to work with. I'm going with this green from here. This is matte, the same brush, and I'll be applying this. Okay, going directly with this green with my finger. So this, I think, will be as the others, more satin metallic, and yeah, I do have to wear the color up. It's not very in your face green. I think this one is actually a wearable one. I did compare this one with Tom Ford Smoke Olive palette, and that one has more pigment, more shine, and it is more darkened than this one, I would say. So if you want a more kind of wearable green, this is for you, of course, if you like greens. But yeah, and definitely this I like. It looks really stunning. This it looks white, but outside it has green kind of sparkle in it, so this will shimmer. These are more like toppers. I do use it in the inner corner, and you can see because it is a green kind of topper. It is really pretty, and of course you can use this all over the lid, just one and then eyeshadow, or you can use just a little bit in the middle. I will take more of that previous green and apply it here. And again, I do have fallout just because I do take it with my finger. And this is the final look with the green one, 830 unexplored garden. Definitely this is also a vibe, a different kind of vibe. I do like it. It is the perfect green palette for me, not too much, not too little. You can build the color up. It's not too intense, it's not as Tom Ford olive smoke. It's more like a smoky kind of green. That one it's for like a more full glam, if you want for a night hour or something more spectacular, because that will have a different kind of finish and shine. But this one, it is definitely beautiful, and I'm very happy they finally released a green kind of palette. What I notice about the greens or the shades that are deeper in the palette, you do have to build them up in order to get the pigment. Also with the satin metallic, it's kind of the same vibe. It's not you take the product and then you have full pigment and you have to blend it, so you do have to build the color up. I do not mind, they blend it really beautiful, non-patchy or anything. If you apply them with a finger, you will have fallout, or I did have fallout. Also with a brush, definitely applied with a wet brush, maybe it will be less fallout, but my recommendation is always take into consideration this. Maybe do your eyes first and then your face. So I'm done with the makeup looks. Now we'll be moving to swatches, swatching them outside in direct full sun for to see how each and every shimmer from this palette sparkles. I think these are beautiful. I'm very happy that I had sun today. So as usual, you'll have the number of the palette up, and then it will be followed by how it looks and the swatches on the fingers, and then I did apply them each on the hand. They felt very buttery. It was a little bit windy, so I was keeping my mini clutches not to go away in the air, let's say. But yeah, this is how they look. You can see the pigment, you can see the satin metal one, and then you have more like a topper which is more glittery. This one, the first one that I swatch, and they sparkle really beautiful. So this is more the neutral cool tone one. All these mini clutches are made in Italy. We have 24 months of shelf life, and each of the mini clutch have 4 grams of product. Here they retail about around 700-600 coronas, which will be equivalent of $74 or euros, let's say. The next one, it is 820. It is a ruby kind of eyeshadow palette, very nice for autumn winter time in my opinion. You can see exactly how the topper sparkle, because yeah, in like natural light it will look different. So you'll see that you will have a ruby and a more like pinkish, maybe with a little bit of pinch, that shimmer topper. And yeah, this is in different kind of position I place them. The next one, it's 730. This is the least favorite just because it's more on the pinkish side. It's just something that I don't usually wear, that's why I'm saying, but I do love how they apply on the eyes. I do think that the two mattes in here are a little bit close to each other. Maybe I would prefer to have a different kind of matte, let's say. On my eyes they didn't make so much difference, to be honest. So we have the topper, we have the first matte, the more intense satin metallic, shade, which you have to build up, as I told you, just because it's not one swipe full pigment, not in Petmograph or not as Natasha Denona. Then we have the green one, which again in photos looked a little bit darkened. Those greens look darkened, but I'm glad that it is a wearable kind of green, a very summery spring green in my opinion. And you can see the first topper, it is on the green side also. It has green particles on it, which is nice. I think I have very few glitters with green, so I'm loving this one very much. But yeah, from the swatches I cannot say they swatch well or that much well, but on the eyes they did apply really good. So this kind of like ends the swatch area, and then I took each palette that I compare it with the previous one, or at least the ones that I thought are going to be similar. So the first one, it is 720 with 100. As always, the numbers are up. You have them side by side to see exactly how they look in the refursan, and then swatches on the hand. So first up is the new one, and then down are the old ones. I think this is the most interested comparison for this palette. Then with 820 I did a bunch of comparison. The first one is 500. I would say that each and every of this palette, they might be in the same family, but they are not identical in any part. Maybe the matte, some mattes in here, they do look alike, but I'm very sure that if I were to make a makeup look one side to each other, they will not look the same. And then some palettes, I just compare them just for fun, just for you to see how they look if you have them. Maybe you are interested to see exactly if you are going to buy the new ones. In terms of how that toppers, shimmers, sparkle, I didn't find like one that is identical with each other. So I would say that if you have that one, you cannot buy the other one that it's new release. So they do sparkle in different kind of way. On the matte area, I could say that probably they could include some other different kind of matte shades, but yeah, if you don't have any of the YSL clutches, and if you want the story that they release, then this is probably good. On my eyelids, those lighter matte shades, they look almost my best color lid, let's say, that looks even and I can build on top of it. But I would prefer probably another shimmer, to be honest, or another different kind of variation of the color story. But yeah, 820, again, you have number up, the new one, and then down one you have the old one. They swatch pretty well, to be honest. 730, as I told you, it is more on the pinkish side. Now I do have all of the palettes, not because I use all of the palettes, it's just because I bought them. I really enjoy the formula. Some of them I actually bought it on sales, so I didn't pay the full price, which is actually really nice. And I do like them for traveling, to be honest. When I travel, especially if I pick up a color story, I do think I have everything that I need for an everyday kind of makeup look, of if I want to go out and still have something that will shine and sparkle really beautiful. So yeah, I hope this kind of helps. I will also post some on YouTube or maybe on Instagram if you go and watch shorts, and also photos that I made with comparison. So I usually do this, but yeah, everything it will be here, and I think the swatches are pretty clear. Again, some of them are in the same family but not identical, let's say. And then to compare with something, the 830, which is the green palette, I took the Tom Ford Olive Smoke. But as you can see, Olive Smoke, it has more shine, more pigment, definitely different kind of vibes, more on the smoky eye. And this kind of ends the comparison. So this kind of ends my video with these new YSL mini clutches. I want to say that I do love very much the formula. I do like the color story of all four of them. Probably my least favorite, it is this one, 720, just because it's more on the pinkish kind of side. For fair light skin tones, it will look beautiful. It's not a color story that I usually use on me, but it is beautiful. I did apply beautifully. It did look nice on me, but it's just something that I don't use it as often. The other three, the green, the ruby, and then the neutral, more cool tone, I love all three. I think you can use two of them, the more neutral cool tone and this green, even for an everyday kind of look. If again you love the color story, 728 is for an everyday, or can be used for an everyday makeup look with a little bit of sparkle, more on the grayish kind of side, but it can be used also for party glam in a way. Then the green, either you love it or you hate it. There is no in between. Of course, as I told you, each of these mini clutches has their own color story, so pick one that you think that you're going to use the most, the all 4 shades in total, because probably all of these are not for everyone. Not everyone will love to wear this like powerful, in a way, ruby kind of red shade on the eyes. So if you want something more subtle, you have from where to choose. I do think YSL did a great job with this YSL new mini clutches. There is a color story for everyone. Now I think in USA at Macy you can buy this, or at least 2 of them, at 50% off. Here in Sephora sometimes they give sales, kicks or so, when they will have them also. So if you don't want to pay the full price for them, you can wait for sales, because yeah, they will go on sales at some point. Definitely I am a huge fan of these mini clutches. I love how they apply, I love how they look on the eyes, how they sparkle. Very, very beautiful. So yeah, this kind of ends my video. Tell me in the comments if you have a favorite from what I choose, if you're going to buy it or if you already bought it, and what it is your opinion about them. I will link where you can buy them. As always, if you shop to my links, thank you very much, because it really helps my channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.